Hey guys, Wyatt Claypool here. You may have missed it, but late last night in the House of Commons, there was a vote of no confidence in Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's Liberal government. Did it pass? Obviously, it didn't pass. Justin Trudeau's personal assistant, Jagmeet Singh, and his NDP party are going to keep jumping in front of bullets for the Trudeau Liberals to keep them in office until October 2025. But there is a lot of value in having these votes of no confidence. You could say that, well, they're not going to pass, so what's the point? The point is to keep making the NDP show the Canadian people where they stand. Because every day, Jagmeet Singh comes out and says, Trudeau's corrupt. He's serving corporate interests, which isn't even exactly true. Justin Trudeau is unfit for office. Justin Trudeau is not helping the working class in our country. And then Jagmeet Singh constantly votes to maintain this government, votes for liberal legislation, backs liberal priorities, backs liberal attack lines on the Conservatives. Jagmeet Singh is utterly pathetic, and these no confidence motions make that very clear. I want to break down who voted in favor and against this no confidence vote. And then I also want to talk about this amazing troll that Pierre is currently pulling off on Jagmeet Singh, which again is very politically intelligent because as the Liberal Party bleeds out support, there's a realistic chance a lot of it could go towards the NDP. Pierre hammering Jagmeet Singh on all these votes ensures that like 80-90% of all the votes that the Liberals are losing are going to be going towards the Conservatives because it's so clear that Jagmeet Singh is a phony. But before I get into the voting results, I just want to remind you guys, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you go down and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, and if you want to support the show, you can donate to the Give, Send, Go legal fund, both in the description and pinned at the top of the comments. But here is the breakdown of how this vote went. And based on what Conservative MPs were saying, it sounds like the NDP and the Liberals didn't even really show up for this vote. There was like a handful of Liberal and NDP MPs, and then the rest of them basically just voted on their voting app at home because I guess they didn't want to show their faces at this vote, especially Jagmeet Singh. But here's how people voted for the no confidence vote. So 119, all the Conservatives have voted in favor of it, and the Bloc have joined them, giving it another 33 votes. And then there are two independents, one of which, no doubt, is Kevin Vaughn. And then on the Liberal side, there is, of course, all of the Liberals, 153 voting against the no confidence motion, and 25 NDP MPs voting to back them to make sure that the Liberal government sticks around. Jagmeet Singh has absolutely nothing to stand on, no leg to stand on these days. He's trying to hit Pierre Poilievre on not backing the Liberals' fake tax break holiday. And at this point, if you are the leader of another party and all you're doing is seeing liberal talking points coming out and repeating them, you're no longer the leader of your own party. You are basically just I guess it's like a ward of the Liberal Party. You're just some sort of like puppet party for the Liberals to use. But in response to all the attacks that Jagmeet Singh has been making on Poilievre, but then being too weak to put his money where his mouth is and actually vote against Trudeau, Poilievre is proposing yet another no confidence motion. Pierre Poilievre says, I agree with Jagmeet Singh that the Trudeau government is greedy and anti-worker. Now Jagmeet Singh will have a chance to vote for a no confidence motion made up entirely of his own words. Will Jagmeet Singh vote yes or no on his own words? This is hilarious. This is actually amazing because, again, Jagmeet Singh can get away with, well, I don't want a carbon tax election, although Jagmeet Singh is now apparently against the consumer carbon tax. He can say, well, I don't want to vote against the Liberal government just so that the Conservatives can step in, or I don't want to agree with the Conservatives on their messed up priorities or whatever Jagmeet Singh's excuse is. So now Jagmeet Singh has to openly disagree with himself and say, well, actually, Trudeau's not that bad. He's not as bad as I say he is, by voting to keep Trudeau around on a no confidence motion based on Jagmeet Singh's own words. So this no confidence motion says common sense conservative motion. Whereas the leader of the New Democratic Party said he ripped up his supply and confidence agreement with the Liberal government. Whereas the NDP leader said the Liberals are too weak, too selfish, and too beholden to corporate interests to fight for people. Whereas the NDP leader said the Liberal government will always cave to corporate greed and always step in to make sure the unions have no power. In response to the Liberals' Labour minister's referral to the Canadian Industrial Relations Board that ordered the workers of the Teamsters Canada Rail Conference and the ILWU 514 to resume their duties, violating their rights to strike. Therefore, the House agrees with the NDP leader, and the House proclaims it has lost confidence in the Prime Minister and the government. This is good politics. When I say this is how politics really works, I mean so much politics is just based on positioning, messaging, how you stick your opponent in the corner. And Jagmeet Singh has been pretty much in the corner for the last 2 years now. Now, Pierre Poilievre is like pressing him into the corner. How can Jagmeet Singh survive constantly voting to maintain the Liberals along these lines? Jagmeet Singh, in my opinion, is really just sticking around and not calling an election because the NDP, one, is bankrupt. Two, his caucus really wants their pensions. I kind of think that Jagmeet wants his pension. Like, obviously, everyone wants more money. There's not that many people on this planet who's like, you, money. Not that it's like, although he's being greedy here, but I get it. People like getting the pension. But I think the thing that rules over all of this for Jagmeet Singh is Jagmeet Singh loves being a political celebrity. Jagmeet Singh likes going on Twitch streams with Hassan Piker, Cenk Uyghur's nephew from the Young Turks. He likes hanging out with AOC and Ilhan Omar from the US. He likes knowing that when you take a snapshot of history in Canadian politics during these last 5 or 6 years, you must talk about Jagmeet Singh. Even if he is a completely irrelevant transitory figure for the NDP, even if he's a complete coward, he likes being in front of cameras. He likes wearing nice suits. He likes pulling up in a Maserati in front of Parliament, which he just did today, because it makes him feel special. And that's all Jagmeet Singh wants. And in response to all this, while he's being absolutely hammered by Pierre Poilievre over this last week, we now have Jagmeet Singh doubling down on his liberal talking points. Jagmeet Singh in this post says, "The mask is off. Pierre Poilievre is bragging he will vote against the GST holiday for middle-class Canadians, the same guy who voted for massive corporate handouts. Now Canadians can really see who this guy is." And then for some reason he just posts this comment with a lot of white space around it. And just this person saying, "Funny how the axe the tax guy is against axing a tax, even temporarily. I hope Canadians will finally start to acknowledge his hypocrisy." I've explained this before. I'll explain it again quickly. The GST holiday and the HST holiday is nice for people. Between December 17th and February 17th, you get to pay no GST and HST. That's nice, but it's a scam, and it's meant to just basically make people feel a little bit better about the carbon tax hike that's about to come in April. And make no mistake, there is no coincidence. But there's no coincidence in the fact that the carbon tax goes up on April 1st. It doubles on April 1st. And then after that, everyone gets a $250 check in the mail from this new handout that Justin Trudeau is pushing. And Jagmeet Singh backs too. The gains that people are going to get, not really gains, but the savings people are going to get from the GST holiday, and it kicks in so late into the holiday season, it's not really going to affect that much holiday shopping. And then it ends in February. January and February are notorious for being very low sale months for every type of business. So after those 2 months, you then start getting slammed every single day by the carbon tax at a much higher rate. Ooh, but don't worry, you get a $250 check to distract you from the fact that you're going to have that $250 get completely wiped out by higher food prices, gas prices, higher service prices, higher everything prices. My goodness. And this was paired up with, this one's quite funny. Here is the photo of him with the Maserati walking in with his nice jacket and his nice, custom leather bag. And I don't bemoan people for liking nice things. If anything, Jagmeet Singh does have a good sense of fashion. He honestly wears nice suits. He has an eye for a nice suit and a nice watch. Nice watch, Jagmeet. You wear a nice Rolex. But the reason why it's so ironic is because Jagmeet Singh is a champagne socialist. And champagne socialists love to pretend that they care about working class people. They love to pretend that they are fighting back against inequality and inequity on all that stuff, although I don't really believe equity is a big issue, but they'll go after all this stuff. At the same time, he doesn't live like it at all. He gets to strike a pose on all this stuff. He is a strike oppose lefty populist, and he doesn't mean it at all. So I want to get up to this video he put out recently, this extremely whiny video, him going after Poilievre over the HST thing once again today, shortly before Pierre Poilievre called him out for the new no confidence vote. In this post, Jagmeet Singh says, Pierre Poilievre and his Conservative MPs vote to keep the tax on your groceries and kids' diapers, but gave billionaires a tax handout. They don't give a damn about you. Oh my goodness, he's using swear words.
This is straight up garbage. Pierre Poilievre calls a little tax.
Dude, sorry, what is this? What is this video immediately? It's like we have some kayfabe, like wrestling video from the back of the day. I'm calling out Pierre Poilievre on all of his tax and spend garbage. Settle down, dude. This is so, again, he is such a strike oppose populist. He's here striking a pose on Pierre Poilievre despite him having no point.
This is straight up garbage. Pierre Poilievre calls a little tax relief for working class Canadians a tax trick. But when he gave $60 billion.
What's with the camera movement here? Oh my goodness. Me and my crew are rolling up to Parliament to tell Pierre Poilievre it's not cool to oppose the GST HST cut, and I'm going to see him in the ring this Monday for WWE Raw or whatever.
To his corporate buddies, he was fine with that. You know what I call it? Bootlicking for billionaires.
Man, Jagmeet Singh's so cool. How did this man become so cool? He's just so good at politics. Obviously, I'm being facetious. Jagmeet Singh is so bad at politics. The Liberals are bleeding out on the floor politically. Nobody wants to vote for the Liberals. Trudeau has a 22%, 23% approval rating according to Abacus data, and the NDP haven't budged an inch in terms of their support. It should be easier than ever to be the NDP right now. They are in a 2011 Jack Layton, Mike Ignatieff type scenario, where Trudeau is as, if not more unpopular than Ignatieff was, and if Jagmeet Singh could just put his pants on, he would actually gain massive amounts of support. Obviously, I'm a conservative and I want to see Jagmeet fail as much as the next guy. But again, I've said this in so many videos, I at least want the opponents of conservatives to be confident because iron sharpens iron. And even if I disagree with the NDP and the Liberals and the Greens and the Bloc's perspective on things, I want them to be competent politically because it makes the conservatives more competent in the long run. I have an article that I want to release at some point, and I think the title was something like, the conservatives need to learn how to win elections, not wait until the liberals lose them. Because so often, conservatives don't win elections, they just kind of act like we're the professional people, we're the better option, waiting in the wings until Canadians get tired of the liberals. They're bad at attacking them. Like Pierre Poilievre is very good at launching attacks. If anything, it's kind of disappointing that Trudeau isn't on top of his game right now, because I think that Poilievre could have beaten the 2015 version of Trudeau. I think that Poilievre could have beaten Jack Layton if he was also in this race. I think that he actually has the mettle to do it. But the problem is now the conservatives, I don't find, are going to learn as many good campaigning lessons, aren't going to learn good political lessons, because it's too easy to blow over the liberals. I even say that I wish the conservatives would be more hawkish on immigration right now. They should be coming out and saying, we want a cap of 100,000 permanent residents, and we want to slash new visas for workers and students by 80%, foreign workers and students, because we have to catch up on the housing crisis, and we need people who have overstayed their visas to get out of the country. That is a perfectly moderate position right now. If anything, I would like that to be the capped at rate for immigration for the next decade or two, because at the end of the day, the Canadian government is supposed to be serving citizens first and not even foreign people second. It's just that it's supposed to be putting Canadians first, and then everyone else can show up in this country if they have skills to provide, if they are, genuinely refugees, and most refugee claimants these days are just not that genuine. If that's fine, but that's supplementary to the country. We have to be doing the meat and potato stuff right first before you can have more people enter the country. You secure the country first, and then you let a few more people in. So that's where I wish the Conservatives would be a little bit more definite on that issue, because it would be smart for them, because they would gain support. And I know there's probably people doing focus groups for them and consultants who have been around, frankly, politics too long. People who think it's still 2005, taking an aggressive position on an issue is going to freak people out. Freaking people out you can't freak people out by being right. That's not how that works. If you explain your position well enough, people will come and join you. Poilievre has done that very well on issues like defund the CBC. Obviously, people were pushing that before he showed up, but the way that he has taken the issue and run with it has been very good. And so this sounds weird. That's like, I want the Conservative Party to learn from their leader more and stop having the leader try and learn from people in the party who have failed in the past. Anyways, that should be it for me today, guys. Again, if you want to support the show, like this video, subscribe, and if you want to donate to the Give, Send, Go, that really helps me out. It's linked in the description below, as well as pins at the top of the comments. See you guys all later.